Tiger Woods back in the news for all the wrong reasons.
Can he stay out of the limelight and the trouble and the courtroom? Can he?
No, apparently not.
Apparently he can't. So we do have Lisa Lanier on the phone. Lisa, his ex, by the way, we didn't even know that Tiger Woods and his ex, who dated for years, I mean, they lived together for just six years, now is suing him for $30 million.
For what?
Well, Lisa's going to explain that.
Lisa,
Yeah, so that's what she says is the value of the rent that she is saving, because he agreed. She says they have an oral agreement for her to continue to live there because she performs valuable services for Tiger and his kids, because his kids live there when he has custody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a huge house, and the rental value of that house across 5 years to her is $30 million. And so she's saying so what he did was he had one of his employees tell her, Tiger's going to send you on a vacation. So she got all packed up, and they took her to the airport. And while she was at the airport, they changed the locks on the house.
Oh,
and they told her,
a hero, Squid. That's your hero, right? That's what you would want to do. That is so toxic.
So the employee told her at the airport, guess what?
Yes.
You're not coming back. You're not coming
cold,
back.
Man.
I don't understand how is she trying. He's trying to get she's trying to get money because of the rental, because she stayed at the house and helped him out. I don't understand.
Yes, she started off working for him, I think, in one of his restaurants, and that's when they met and started dating. And I think they broke up. And Tiger's got all this money, and, I don't know, he's not good at breakups at all.
Clearly. Right.
And I think he told her, look, you can keep living here. It's a big house. We don't even have to really run into each other. And while you're here, this is her story. You do X, Y, and Z for me and the kids. I assume it's like helping out with the kids or something. I don't know. And she's like, okay, cool. And then I guess he got tired of that arrangement, or, maybe he's dating somebody else and they don't like it, or I don't know. But he put an end to it. Boom. And she says, look, we had an oral agreement. And, this is in Florida, where this is going down, you can have an oral agreement for a lease, but it's very hard to prove and hard to prove the terms. So she would essentially have to have a witness who saw him say, you may live here for 5 years in exchange for your services. And I doubt seriously that they said that in front of anyone. And I think her real money grab here is going to be that non-disclosure, because she's asking the court to set it aside. And celebrities don't ever want that to happen. So I imagine he will settle for her, not for $30 million, but he'll settle for her for probably good money just to keep that NDA in place.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you're thinking that she's threatening this lawsuit or suing for $30 million just so he'll be like, you know what, just leave me alone. Here's $5.
Well, he doesn't want his secrets out.
No.
Right.
Yeah, he does not.
Man,
he's
how
had
much worse
can it get? How much worse can it get?
I
At this
know.
point,
But something tells me.
The Perkins waitress, remember that one?
Yes, but something tells me, because it's Tiger Woods,
It could be worse.
It could be a lot worse.
She lived there.
It can get worse. It can get worse.
It can.
Exactly.
Man,
It's
that is
crazy.
sorry, Lisa. That is the cold.
Yes.
Hey, listen, we're going to go on a vacation. Can you imagine? We're going on vacation.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're going to Hawaii. Oh, really? Pack it back. Let's go to the airport. And they're like, nope. And they're changing the locks.
And
oh my God.
They had been living together at that point for 6 years.
Wow.
6 years. So
Yes.
this is not like,
It's
I can't
great.
get rid of a clinger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
we're in a
Right.
relationship. She knows my family. She interacts with my children. Let's just change the locks.
but
That's
Lisa,
like a Jason Goodman move.
Thank
It
you.
is.
Chris.
Just ghost her and change the locks. Yeah.
It wasn't working out.
And Lisa, you said an oral agreement is, valid and all that, but can't Tiger Woods say, you know what, I don't like the situation anymore. I don't want you living here.
Right, and so you have to be careful with that, because we I think even talked about on the show before, people who have a relative or friend that started staying with them and then they wouldn't leave, and it's hard to get rid of those people,
Right.
because you actually have to, you formed a tenancy even if you're not collecting rent from them, and you can't just yank their house out from under them. So he didn't go about that the right way. He should have gone through an eviction proceeding at a minimum. And in Florida, that gives you 60 days notice. He didn't give her like zero notice.
Yeah.
And, and so he didn't follow the right rules, but I don't think she's going to be able to prove that there was a 5-year lease. So where there's no proof of a lease, they usually see it as a month to month. And so she would be entitled to a month's worth of, living there, or the equivalent. But the eviction process would have given her 60 days before any of that was even determined. So he really didn't.
And that'd be all the news
you
trying to evict, although it now has backfired royally, as most of the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and what's wrong with him that he can't just tell her this to her face? Like, instead, he's got to send his employee and all this. I mean, it's
Yeah.
what is up, dude?
Lisa, I don't think we have enough show time to talk
No,
about
we
what's
don't.
wrong with Tiger Woods.
Right.
Relationships are not his forte.
No, they're not. And
No.
I don't. He keeps getting in them too.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't have to be in
These
a
are
relationship.
long term,
Yeah.
too.
He's a relationship guy. What can you say?
He
All right.
needs to be
Yeah,
single
seriously.
forever.
Yes, he does. Official attorney of Jared and Kay in the Morning. Lisa, you're awesome. Thanks for doing 2 segments with us today. If you're ever injured on the job, contact her right away at hireaheavyweight.com. But yeah, Tiger Woods, I mean, you know.
And Tiger, he's not like us. He's not like a regular guy. He's like a rock star. A regular guy, you know what I mean? He doesn't have that much. How, like a guy like me and you, how many times would we have a chance to commit adultery? In our whole lives, we might have 10 opportunities, you know? Probably think it's 10, probably only 6. So let's say it's 10. So we stray once. That's 10%, you know, of our attempt. Twice, 20%. Now, Tiger maybe had 60, 70 women. What about the 3 million that he didn't that he could have? You got to factor those gals in, you know? Now, when you do that, I did it on a little calculator. It turns out that Tiger only had sex with 0.000000002% of the women. He could now. Statistically, that's 0%. From a strictly mathematical point of view, Tiger is the most faithful man who ever lived.
The late,
That's
great Norm Macdonald.
So good.